Do another video tonight. We're just setting up the tripod so you can watch us. Say hi, Bobbie.
Say hi, Bobbie.
No, say hi for real.
I did.
Talking to yourself.
Hello.
Anyway, so what's everybody doing tonight? You working tomorrow? Where do you work? Nobody's even watching. That's okay. But we'll get this going. Once they come in, I'll start talking some more. So here, are you gonna do this for me, please? Please.
You just open it like that.
Oh.
Away from the buttons.
Away from the buttons.
Up high.
Oh, what happened? Oh, I did the green screen by accident. Whoops. Okay, let's leave it on. It's kind of cool. I like it. Right on. The green screen, so nobody can see what we're doing behind the scenes. Anyway, so what are we talking about tonight, Bobbie? Oh shit! Did somebody message you, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Come and look at the green screen.
You're gonna put that all over that. Oh, look! It looks like chocolate.
Oh, here, let me. It's because I got lipstick on.
Some people's kids. Oh, it's everywhere.
It's...
Blech.
No, I got it off.
Okay. What?
Just here, nobody's on yet. So.
Why don't we talk about relationships?
I know what
you're at and what brought you to where you're at. Like right now, your current. See if there's anybody out there in our same situation. Say 9 months and engaged. Start with that.
Yeah, so we're curious, is anybody under a year on here and engaged? And what made you guys get engaged so fast?
Quickly, yes.
Quickly, so quickly.
You got yours?
Huh? Got my what? Oh yeah, there's the ring, honey. I mean, guys, honey, you already know what it looks like.
She's so fun.
Oh, shut up.
See? That's how you get along. Oh, shut
That's right. Oh, there's somebody now watching.
The magic ring.
So you just covered my face. So we are gonna do a video tonight, or we're gonna talk about relationships. So if anybody has any relationship questions that they want answered, put them in the comments below. Or if you are, if you've been engaged with your person and you've only been with them for under a year, we're curious to know.
Yeah.
Because
how's it going?
we're in that boat right now. We're what's it going on now, hun? 10 months of dating?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think, well, last year we started November?
yeah, we started.
November
No, we
1st.
met in September last year.
September.
Yeah, and it's a long story, but
Through friends, we met.
we met through friends, and I was on a break. Well, not on a break. I was in another relationship, toxic one. At the time, and then
Tell the truth. And I chased you.
yeah, he kept trying to get with me, and I wasn't really into him at first. But I was split up from my partner at the time and started hanging out with him as like a friend, and he wouldn't leave me alone.
That's right.
Anyway, you want to continue the story?
Oh, she's all embarrassed that can you take the green now?
Yeah, it's driving me nuts too. Here, how do I do it? I don't know how to do it. There? Oh, there we go. Okay. So go ahead. Tell them the story.
Tell them the story, eh?
Yeah.
She didn't want nothing to do with me, and now we're engaged. Get along really well.
What happened?
It says you're alive.
Yeah, I know. I think 'cause it cut out for a second.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is the thing. So God can do really miraculous things in your life. I used to go to church when I was a kid, and then I got away from it. I used to go every Sunday when I was a kid till I was a teenager, and then my family, we would just start going on holidays. So we'd go like Easter or Christmas or whatever. And then eventually we stopped altogether. So he was starting to go to church again, and you said your family wasn't really into church or God or anything. Yeah, so his family wasn't really ever into church or God. So he kind of grew up not going either. Atheist, I guess his family was.
I went on my own.
Anyway, so he's battled with addiction, and he started going to church through his rehab program, and then he started trying to get me to go, introducing me and getting me to go to church, and it's literally changed my life. I've been going ever since when was it? November we started going last year.
December.
We started
going just after Christmas. You did. It took you a little
Yeah, maybe it was around Christmas
January,
time.
maybe?
And my life changed drastically from doing that. I got out of the toxic relationship I was in. I finally left the person. I had a hard time. I was in a cycle of going back and forth with them off and on for 2.5 years. And I finally got away from that person. He was a narcissist, very toxic narcissist, abusive verbally, and then he became physically abusive with me in the end. Hello, how's everybody doing? I don't know, what flag is that? I'm just curious. It looks, is that Arabic or Lebanese or something? So anyway, what was I saying, hon? You're not even paying attention.
I am, but I just got a call.
Oh, who's calling?
I don't know because you.
Okay. So yeah, so my life has changed drastically. The world stands with Iran. Yeah, my life's changed drastically since I've been going to church. So, and now things have fallen into place, have moved so fast. Like, I've had such a hard time in the last 5 years. I've been in 2 back-to-back very toxic relationships. And I wanted a family, I wanted to get married, and neither one of those connections even came close to that. And then I met him and started going to church together, and like our whole lives have changed. We're engaged now. He has a ring too. I bought him a ring on Saturday.
Yeah, it's pretty
So,
nice.
yeah. And yeah, we're engaged to get married, and we're spending a lot of time together, almost living together now. And we get along really well. I mean, every relationship has its ups and downs, though, right? There's always challenges, but we just
What you do with
communicate. We talk about our problems and work through them, and so far, so good.
Yeah.
So,
And then trying to get other people's perspective of maybe people in our situation and time frame.
yeah, so we were curious if anybody else has ever been engaged very quickly, like
Less than a
within a year or less. We'd like to hear your story and how that worked out for you. Because I know a couple of my friends that have gotten engaged very quickly, and the one couple that got engaged, they separated, I think, for 4 months. They were going to get a divorce and everything, and then they ended up talking through their problems, and they got back together, and they've been happy ever since. So I don't think you always need to put a time on things. Like, sometimes it can
It's
work
natural.
out if you know, if you know it's right, right? Like, you don't, especially when you get to be our age. Like, he's 45, I'm 37, so there's an 8-year gap between us, but we're older, right? We're not teenagers, so we've had a lot of life experience, and we know what we want and what we're looking for in a partner.
Anybody coming
So,
up?
yeah, there's people too much down there. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything, like if you have any problems that you're dealing with, maybe we can give advice. We both have a lot of history with trauma and different things. So if you need any advice or help, we're willing to help you guys with
Just-
your issues.
Yeah, just share.
Just share anything, you know, that
Anything
you
on
feel
your mind.
comfortable sharing.
Anything on your mind, and like she always likes to say, that resonates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your turn to talk. I'm putting the spotlight on you. Look at your face. You're all embarrassed.
I am.
You seem like you are.
I'm just doing the dishes. How do
When's
you?
that chicken
so-
gonna be ready? Another 20 minutes or so? What?
Chicken? No, longer. 40 minutes.
40, okay. What were you asking me?
How red your face is right now?
It's not red. Oh, maybe, yeah, it may be a little sunburnt. I had, I got fried actually yesterday.
French
You
fries?
can see. Oh wait, it's kind of starting to turn brown now, but in the light, it's actually still really red.
So is anybody wanting to talk about what's going on right now, about this relationship stuff and this newly?
Yeah, so no one's on right now, but
Well, just
does
wait.
anybody have anything they want to talk about, share, relationship issues?
She's just trying to carry a conversation and see what anybody's views of being engaged less than a year, together. So there's a lot of people like to say, it's too soon, too quickly. But sometimes you, like us, it's like you spend a lot of time on texting and the phones for hours and on the phone, so which turns into days, and it seems like you put a lot of time and effort in your conversations, and then you start figuring each other out much sooner or quicker than usual. Like the old ways, we had to use our house phones, and it took a long time, but now you do exactly what we're doing now, like FaceTime or anything like that. So the process is sped up, and we're okay with being where we're at with each other right now, because that's why we bought each other rings. I got her a ring, and it was going to be a promise ring, and it turned into an engagement ring because the look of the ring was, 1 carat or so, and it just turned in, and I was just like, well, it is what it is, because the initial was that we're heading in that direction to be married and become one, a couple, and then possibly have a child, with her, because she has none. I have my son and a daughter, and she'd like her own. So,
Yep.
and I'm for it, and we talk about all of that, and get into deep conversations about it, and then with the help of God and faith, putting God first, things have been coming together like snapping together like Legos.
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
a
building blocks of a foundation to a relationship that's going to be something.
Yeah, it's amazing when you invite God in your life. I'm not just talking praying. I'm talking about actually worshiping God, going to church, and
Believing in
making
the
God
Lord.
a part of your life on a regular basis. He will move mountains for you, and He will change your life, and He'll give you what you want. Like He'll fill you up with so much joy and happiness and fulfillment that you won't really need anything else. So. That's just my thought on it. Like, hey, do you have anything to add to that? I don't know.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch.
Well, what were you saying? We were having a conversation the other day. What was that about? You had mentioned something about when we were at the event there. You said something about I can't think of it now. Something about the word, or I don't know what it was now. Shoot.
Well, if you want to keep,
Sorry, I'm having a brain fart, babe.
if you want to keep talking about, she keeps bringing up God, and And God and Jesus, as we know, is one person, and He's supposed to, um, uh, he passed away and died for our sins. So anything that we have done is, and so with that, it's brought her and I closer together, and it does daily. Some days aren't so good, but those are the days that we reflect and we talk about it and put our stories together, or wherever our mind is at that point. If we can talk clearly to each other and get our points across to each other and work through it, and it's all to do with believing in God. Like it's some people are like, are you a Bible thumper? Are you this or that? And I'm like, no, it was free to open the book. I didn't pay for it. It's not a course. It's a lifetime thing. And once you start believing, the doors start opening.
Oh, yeah, and here's the other thing too. You can actually get messages right from the Bible. If you ask a question and you open the Bible on a random page, it's called bibliomancy. You can actually have, and it doesn't happen every time you do it, but a lot of times it does pertain to whatever you're asking about, and it will give you a message on how to handle the situation. So that's what I've been doing that. But I also get like some messages through dreams and stuff like that. And you said you've had messages through dreams too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if the water's affecting the video or not.
No, I can see it fine.
Well, I don't know if they can hear
Oh, yeah.
us though.
Ask them.
Can you guys hear us with the water on?
I'm just doing the dishes. I'm being the Manny.
Can you guys put the water on for a second? Can you hear us with the water on or no? If you can please type in the comments down below if you
Fine,
can hear
I'm
us
done
with the
anyway.
water. Oh, you're done? Okay.
I'm done being the Manny.
So, okay, and I wanted to talk a little bit about, you have to be careful when you're connecting with the spiritual world too, because yeah, you can invite some really negative spirits into your home and into your environment. I dated this one guy a few years ago during COVID, and he liked to watch a lot of like demonic shows on Netflix, stuff about places being haunted with demons. And when you watch that stuff on a regular basis, you're inviting that energy. You can invite that energy into your space, right? And the other thing he used to get me to do, which I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but there's actually an app on your phone. It's called I forget what it's called, but it's a ghost app, and it tells you if there's ghosts in your house. There's like 3 different levels. There's like a red level, which means bad ghosts. There's a yellow, which is like caution, and then there's a green, which is like apparently good ghosts. But it doesn't matter to me. I think anytime you're calling on like random things on your phone, it's never a good thing, because you're inviting like negative spirits into your home. So you really have to be careful with those apps that you can use for checking if there's ghosts in your environment, because you can call upon different negative spirits and invite those into your house. And like I said, it's a long story, but he ended up bringing a poltergeist into my house. I had a poltergeist after I stopped dating him. There was activity in my home while we were together, and then there was even more when we split up. For probably about 3 to 4 months, I would hear footsteps in the hallway when I was sleeping in my room. I always sleep with my door shut because I don't like my cat in my room, and I sleep with my dog in there. But I would hear footsteps randomly out in the hallway. Things would just fall down on the ground randomly. The music would turn on by itself sometimes, and just different things like that. I'd hear voices. So, and then eventually it went away on its own. But you got to be careful. when you're with someone that's into inviting demonic things or negative spirits in their environment, then it can attach to you and it can invade your home. And I did kind of a cleansing of some sort, which got rid of the poltergeist. But yeah, it was scary. Like, I don't know. I'm glad that period's over now and I'm not dealing with that anymore because it really terrified me. Yeah, so anyway, hold on a second. What are you doing, huh? I'm just waiting for my fiance. What's everybody doing tonight? Anything? Does anybody have any questions or I don't know if you were here earlier, but I talked about different things. If you have any questions about what I was talking about, you can ask me now. I'll be right back, okay? So, I don't know what to talk about right now. No, there's two people watching, but you guys have any questions? Like, or do you want to talk? Do you want to talk about anything? Any questions about anything? Any problems you want help with? Life struggles or life issues? So, what are you cooking, hon?
You know, chicken.
I don't know.
Hey, you just love this stuff, eh? I don't like sauce,
What's that? You chopped it already?
Well, done already. It's been a half an hour.
Oh, that looks good.
I'm just trying to do stuff.
Susie Homemaker is working his magic over here. You're an awesome person. Have a good day. Oh, thank you. That's a really sweet comment. Thank you. You're pretty awesome yourself. Jay Cummings.
Come take a look at this and if you want
Oh yeah, I'll show you guys the chicken that he made. He's very good at cooking meat, marinating it, and tastes really good usually. Let's see if I can show you.
So this is
Yeah.
it's clear
He
coming, clear coming through there. So that means that the chicken is cooked.
He like cooks it to perfection.
Because if it keeps going, it'll dry.
Roast it so it's still moist, and it's
You cut into the biggest piece because that's the thickest with the most amount of meat. You make sure that it's flaky and the clear comes through. Just like if you, like I do a lot of barbecuing and stuff too, like anything clear, like say sausage, you want clear liquid to come out of the sausage, and then it tells you it's cooked when it's a raw sausage. Yeah. Cooking a lot for kids, so I had to learn how to cook. Daddy daycare. And now it's wifey daycare.
yeah, he does. Well, I do cooking too, but
Yeah.
he does
Toast.
most of the meat. No, I don't do toast.
See
I
how you
do
get her
more than
going?
toast. I can cook.
Ah.
Wait,
like
did
we
I
needed
drink
more.
a lot? Did I drink most of that?
Yeah.
How much is left?
Sure got a couple.
Oh shit! I can't put this
All
back
you
on.
do is just like this. Just lean the phone here, and not where the buttons are, and just pour it over.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't
what's
put it on the
happening? Hold on a
buttons.
second.
Oh, it's probably because we touched them. That's all.
I don't know what to talk about.
We've
I'm
been
not good
talking.
at this. I need someone to start a conversation.
Tell the top. You already
Nobody's-
said. You said what you
Nobody's
said.
talking. They gotta know us first before they're gonna be comfortable sharing with us. Right? That's how it works.
Oh, we were talking about relationships, and if
I
anybody
know.
was out there,
But nobody seemed to have any
so
relationship
is any
problems, or they
okay?
didn't want
You
help
don't
with
have
it.
to have problems, and they don't need to just talk about what's going on at the current time. Like if you guys have been together and are engaged less than a year, that's what we're basically. That's the topic. So if anybody out there, has been together soon, like
Like very
relationship,
early on,
Yeah.
quickly.
Like,
And
we've
did
not-
it work out for you, or did it not? Or do you know someone that got engaged early, like within a year, and it's worked out, or it
she
hasn't
didn't
worked
know
out?
how to talk, and now she knows. Hey, baby, I need you, I need you. Oh, never mind, I'm gonna talk.
So yeah, feel free to start a topic down below. We're willing to talk about anything appropriate. Yeah, I'm just running out of ideas right now.
I was gonna tell you, but.
Oh, tell me what? Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah,
Oh,
go
sorry,
share
go
whatever you
ahead.
want.
No, I was just saying if anybody less than a year has had a serious relationship and feels so open with their significant other that they're moving in a positive way and like either want to start a family or like I'm older, like she said earlier, like I'm 45, I'll be 46 in July, this upcoming July. So
The 10th,
for
right, honey?
so for me to have a child at this late in life is a little late, but she's never had any kids. My oldest is 24 now, and he's doing really well, full-time job, and he's engaged. So it's kind of funny that his dad's engaged and his son's engaged. So
Same time, yeah.
Same
we'll have
time.
a wedding at the same time.
and it was just Father's Day, and he just reached out and said Happy Father's Day. So that was really nice of him because we've had a falling out of time, and we went separate ways because I wasn't there as a decent father for a few years, and then we got back a connection, and it was to deal with what we've been talking about. God has changed my life, so this is how
So,
this came together.
do you want to tell them a little bit of what made you want to get sober, or why you wanted to change your life? Oh, I thought you were done. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I didn't put my
Oh,
chicken.
okay. I thought you were done. Sorry, babe.
So what were you asking?
I
Because
was,
you're asking.
yeah, I was asking if you wanted to share a little bit about, for those other people out there that might be struggling with addictions, if anybody's
that's a big
watching.
different thing, though.
right now. Okay, we can stay on topic if you want. I just thought,
Well, if you want to start a new one, that's a big thing. What
Yeah.
she's talking about is my whole life, my past. My trauma started when I was a child, so it's not something that started now in my 40s or 30s, or even 20s. I was young, so I think she wanted me to touch base and talk about that because that's a big topic, but that's totally different than what we were initially talking about. But it's up to you guys if you want to talk about past trauma, and then what it's done to you and where it's brought you to at this point in time.
yeah, I'd be
Just,
down for
just
that.
say something down below.
I think even addiction would be a good topic because a lot of people struggle with addictions nowadays, right? And a lot of people have a hard time quitting their addictions. So I think if you could share what made you want to get clean and sober and what keeps you that way, that would be really, I think, beneficial to everybody that's watching here today, you know?
So what's she saying a bit about, since we're switching gears, that's what she does.
Shut up.
So the addiction part, I found now that I've gotten older, because I've tried for help, and nobody can change unless they want to change. They can't be told, because I've had that. I've had many. I've had family members, ex-girlfriends, ex-wife, like, telling me you need to do this or that, and you should go here or go there to do, and listen and accept it that you have a problem. But you don't accept it until you realize that you yourself recognize that you do have a problem and you're willing on your own to go for help and listen and reach out and explain and don't lie, and tell your whole truth of what's been bothering you, what you've been through, what trauma, because usually, which a lot of people don't understand, is your trauma started when you were young, when you're a young child, and you bring it into your grown-up relationship as in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, 50s, and you never deal with it properly. So I found that, 90% of my problem, it was my thinking. It wasn't drinking or drugging. It was my thought process, because there's always a thought process prior to drinking or drugging. Like, how much money you have in your account, where you're gonna go, who's gonna bring you, or can you bring yourself to a bank, and then get the amount that you need that required to pick up what you're picking up, and then you've got to reconnect with the person you're getting it from, and then go there and then receive it. So there's a whole process. So it's a choice. It's a thought process. Like, you have a lot of times, as like they used to say in commercials, just say no, to drugs. You can. So the other 10% I found of the problem is actually the alcohol or the drugs. It's hardly any of the problem. Yes, a lot of people, it's like that's the problem, is drinking and drugging. Well, yes, it is, but it's your choice to put it in your mouth or drink it or shoot it or whatever you're going to do with it. Nobody, forces you to do these things. It's usually up to the person that's using, and then your life falls apart because of your choices. Nobody makes you.
What is it dogs stuck in the room?
So that's some of it. If anybody wants to, someone's saying hello here. I mean, I don't know how to
Okay.
use this, but go ahead.
No, nobody's saying hello. Oh, that was from
Just hello.
earlier. No,
Okay.
that was from earlier. This is the last message right here. Yeah, so did you have to hit rock bottom, would you say, before you
I
got
know-
yourself clean or
no.
what? No?
No, I found I don't have a rock bottom.
Okay.
Most people do. They have a rock bottom where they lose everything. It didn't matter to me.
It didn't matter that you lost everything, you're
No,
saying. You kept
no,
doing it anyway.
No, that's right. And the reason for is it's a choice again. When you're ready to change your life, that's when you're ready. You can't. People can't tell you what to do or a situation. You have to want to do it for yourself. And they say rock bottom, and usually yes, but some that are really hard-headed and don't. They just you gotta make a choice. Either you want to live or die. And
Well, I think what your biggest thing was that changed your life or made you want to get sober was the fact that you had the brain injury, right? Was that kind of what it was that
No.
made you? Oh, it wasn't that.
No, this is
Okay.
exactly what I said. It's a choice.
Just a choice that
Yeah.
all of a sudden you just
It didn't matter.
realized I
That's why
want to
said
change.
that's why I said I don't have a rock bottom.
Okay.
So what she's nitpicking about is I had a traumatic brain injury from drinking, and I possibly was pushed down a set of flight of stairs and almost died. And that was a part of, you know, the reason why I've chosen to change my direction and reach out to God, you know, because nothing else works. So, the only thing I'm following the word and believing, and then believing in myself that I am worth it, and that I do matter to people. Because if you think that no one cares, they do. So that's what I did. I started believing in the word, and then I started feeling better about myself and my self-worth, and that I do matter. And then I started getting up and living, getting up and saying, you know, today's going to be a good day, not a bad day. Because if you get up, you know, saying it's going to be a bad day and my life is shit, it's going to be shit.
That's so true. Yeah, it's your mindset.
Yeah. So that's how it works with me. And
It really
probably
is. And
others.
then if you're one of those people where something bad happens to you or you feel like something negative happens and you really focus on that and you think, oh, now my whole day's ruined, the rest of the day's going to be shit, it's going to go bad, it will go bad. That's how it works. You'll have other issues that
Have
come
some,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. Other issues that... Shut up.
She's so embarrassed
Other-
that she does this stuff.
Other things that happen throughout the day to make your day bad, right? But if you think, oh, you know, this one thing happened, but I'm still gonna have a good day. Nothing's gonna ruin my day. I'm
It's your
gonna have a
mindset, what
great
you
day.
think of it.
Then you will have a great day. So it's all about, you know, perspective, and
Your surroundings too, who you're around.
yeah, oh yeah, that's a big one, right? If you're hanging out with people that are toxic for you or into drugs or alcohol, like, you
Yeah.
know, have a problem, it's gonna, and you're trying to level up, it's gonna really make it difficult for you to do that because you're not surrounding yourself with people that are on the same wavelength or frequency as you. So, anyway.
Anything? Anybody
No,
got questions?
anybody got questions to make it more interesting? Anybody got-
reach out, open up?
Yeah, if you want to open up about anything in your life, or if you have a question about anything you need help with, just
Not that,
message.
or you could help us. You got
Or
any-
yeah, if you want
Goes
to
both ways.
give advice, I'm open to that too. Just message down below.
This is Dr. Kristen, not Phil.
We need some music. We can't put music on now because I don't know what happened to YouTube. It became retarded, and now I get flagged for every freaking song I have on in the background. Like, it says I'm fucking copywriting. No, you can't put that on
Oh,
because
that's crazy.
they'll flag me and they'll freaking delete my
Well,
account.
here,
I
I'll
know.
flag him. There's a brown flag.
Brown flag. Anyway, this is kind of boring. I'm just gonna say that now. We had like so much fun on
You can
what
pause.
day was
Can
it?
you
Friday
pause?
we did this, and
That's because everybody's having some sauce.
everybody was watching us and they were laughing at us. We were cracking jokes at each other, and now
Gotta get some more
everybody's
sauce.
quiet because it's Monday. I think that's what it is. That's probably what it
They
is.
gotta
It's
get to the
Monday.
Mondays.
Because nobody wants to talk on Mondays.
Right.
Everybody goes within, and yeah,
It's Monday.
yeah,
That's
that's
what
true.
you did.
It's Monday. What?
You gotta go to 7-Eleven now.
They got a case of the
No. We
Mondays.
can we get back to it, can't we pause it and then come back
No,
and
yeah,
then
we'll
come
co-
up and think
we'll
about
come
something?
on later. So if anyone has
half an
anything
hour.
that they think about while we're off,
And we'll-
and you want to pop back on, we'll be on
Yeah.
when and about.
I'd say maybe about a half an hour sooner. We're just gonna.
Maybe more like 15-20 minutes. And
She
then-
asked me, but then
Yeah.
she tells you.
How about, let's say 10 o'clock, we'll come on for a bit, and then we'll talk some more, and then we gotta go
Yeah,
to
we're
bed.
just gonna like converse about what to talk about next, because obviously there's not much going back and forth between us and you guys. So, and then maybe I'll give you some time to think about some questions or something you
Yeah,
guys would like
maybe
to
you
ask.
have questions for us that we can answer, or try to answer
Yeah,
as best as
okay.
possible. Alright, so we'll be back. Love and light. Bye. Say bye.
Say bye.